pandemic with, huh? All right, I think I'm probably live. I'm going to adjust a few things on here. Yeah, stuff's getting spooky out there. Thanks for a great month and a 30-day challenge coming up. Let me go ahead and try to get this. It's been a very busy day trying to help people remotely do taxes and some other things. Helping with some people with some things that I can do for some of their businesses and stuff that normal people, other people can't come in and do right now. So, all right, let us see if I'm getting out the other side here. Memories, all alone in the moonlight. Hey, Victoria. Vicky, Victoria, hello. Next month, the coronavirus is over in April 7th. I don't. How you doing, Charles? Hey, Penny Pincher. Let's get the big wheel and just spin the arrow. Okay. Will it be April? Will it be May? Let's mark it. Let's get a roulette wheel. Let's change it out from red to black. Let's just put the months on it. Let's just take a ball, spin it, spin the wheel, and you let me know where it lands. How you doing, Ilva? Hello, Bill. Nice to see you. 5:30 Tahoe. Good evening to you. Welcome, everybody. It is Monday night. It's been a busy day. I am keeping busy, as I'm sure many of you are. Let's see. I want to say hi to everybody first. Hello, Joey D. I want to thank Patricia Wakefield, and I have a mystery. Patricia was kind enough to send some cushioned insoles, some Dr. Scholl's, and somebody sent, I don't know if it was her or not, a beautiful little teapot. Looks like a porcelain thing that has a little clock in it, so I'm not quite sure. There was nothing inside of it, so I'm not sure. Hello, Sue. Nice to see you. Hello, Charla. Our daughter's out until April 27th this time. All right. Okay. How you doing, Jan? Hi, Richard. Let's spare a thought for all those brave healthcare workers battling on the lines and all over the nation now, making do with what they have and swamped. Very chilling. How you doing, Cheryl S? Very chilling for me. Hello, William Wallace, to see the pictures of the tents being set up in Central Park. It's kind of an unnerving to see the medical facilities that they're setting up over there. It was nice to see the ship Comfort pull into New York and berth on Manhattan. It wasn't too cool to see all the people, hundreds of people that turned out and ganged together to look at the ship coming and that kind of a strange stuff. Hello, Parker Lane. It's okay to be outside, but social distancing is the norm. Yeah, it's scary. You know, my father sent me a picture today of 1918. His father was a on the radio man in the U.S. Navy. He was born in 1897, and he served in World War I. And he sent me a picture of Fort McHenry, which is the fort in Baltimore that turned the British away in the War of 1812 and prevented probably the enslavement of the Americas again by Britain. And in the Fort McHenry in 1918, there were also tent hospitals put up all over the place because of the Spanish flu pandemic. We're fine. Feel a little guilty about being out, yes, but we're not taking any chances. We're always in a car and behind windows. Good for you. Yeah, so for all the frontline healthcare workers, God bless you all. Keep them in our thoughts. They're doing very heroic things. They're graduating a lot of medical schools early to be out there. Imagine getting out of medical school and being thrust into the middle of that. This too shall pass, though, in this nation. But it's going to be challenging. I've noticed here a lot more people gang together at parks when I'm going to take Georgie for a walk. I always maintain the social distancing. I will step out in the street if somebody doesn't yield the sidewalk. I always move out of the way and try to get a look ahead, make sure nobody's coming up behind me, because you really don't know about the airborne aspects of it. I'm thinking about that church group in Washington State that was practicing for choir practice, and they got decimated. They maintained social distance. They didn't hug. They didn't touch each other, and a lot of them ended up getting it. How you doing, PJ? How you doing, Red Pill? I sent it because you're my little teacup. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Craig. That was really sweet. Let me show. Let me take a look at that. There it is. I think this thing is so cool. And I told Craig, nothing else. No, no, nothing else. Save it. Isn't that cute? It's probably the classiest thing besides Missy Jen on the Rancho. Right there, it's got the little doves on. Looks like doves on top of it. I don't imagine if it was ghetto art, it would have a couple pigeons on the top of it and a couple of rats around the base running around. But this is really sweet. Thank you. I didn't quite know about it, so I really appreciate that. That's awful sweet. Wasn't that nice? No. Oh, you seen it in a store when they took a fan? Yeah, out on the chooch. And just a heads up, there will be a chooch on coming up this week. I will surprise you all. It's going to be a long day. Going to be a lot to see. Going to be a new town. It's going to be undertaken with a lot of precaution. A lot of the time behind the wheel and in the vehicle. So a lot of stuff will be coming out coming up this week. How you doing, Jen? Jen, it is cute. I really think that is really sweet. Like I said, it's the classiest looking thing besides Missy Jen on the on the Rancho here. Yeah, I that's why I got to be careful what I say, PJ. If my foot hurts or something, then I have Dr. Scholl's inserts in the mail 2 days later. If I like something in a window, it shows up here here on the Rancho. How you doing, Eddie? Yeah, it's really nice. Craig's a wonderful friend. He lifts my spirits. He'll send me a little ditty every day. You know how you can define class, but when you see it, no, that's what I see in this chat with these. Like, yeah, we got the classy ladies. Hey, Kim C, how are you? Hello, Nora. Thanks, Ben. Yeah, thank you. Thumbs up are appreciated. Hello, quirky girl, and I hope you're doing well. So, I've been usually, hey Hoosiers, if you stay busy, you don't have time to think about a lot of stuff. I have been increasing my exercising dramatically, and I'll be talking about that a little bit. Yep, you are a YouTube celebrity, North Shore, for sure. Hey, Shelby, hello to you. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Everybody can definitely North Shore towing manage. I don't know, you know, Jen, this Jess guy is wondering if you're male or a female. Perhaps you better show him to show him the door back to elementary education there. So how you do? Nice to see you, Eddie. So I hope everybody's doing good tonight. I'm drinking. I'm trying to cut down my boozing. How you doing, Linda? So good stuff will be coming up. Yeah, I missed you too. Good to see you. I'm in a lurker lounge for a bit, guys. Okay, PJ, always good to see you. All times. I did not. It's still rainy here. It's cold. It's overcast today. It's not real comfortable outside. It's been nice. Hey, Diamonds. It's been nice to run the heat here and be cozy inside. I have an important update tomorrow about the month of April and things that you guys can do to prepare that I think will be important psychologically and also physically for your own comfort. You can only take so much gloom and doom before it has a negative effect. Now, I will say for those of you who have cable, ESPN is replaying some of the old Super Bowls and some of the greatest sporting events of the last 50 years. And it's kind of nice sometimes to take a trip down memory lane and watch some of those legendary Super Bowls, some of the worst ones and some of the best ones on there. Can you imagine future headline, increase in babies divorce and cyber sex? Didn't somebody, there was some article in the New York Times, your safest sex partner is You. Like you say, cross that out on the void. The only sex partner we have is ourselves, you know. Yeah, just care if you're a good person or not. So there will be more street reporting coming up this week. It's going to be a big one. You'll know it when it happens out there. So we'll be beholding some news sites and doing some exploring and checking things out for you guys. So I'm looking forward to bringing that to you this week. Obviously, the people enjoy the chooching. Now, our governor has requested here in California that we do another 30 days of, um, I don't want to say home confinement, but minimizing your, sheltering in place out there. I would imagine the rest of the nation will follow, which will push us to May 1st, May Day. Now, we don't know what the shape of that will be in May. We don't know how COVID-19 is going to act. We don't know if it'll mutate and just drift off like a common cold virus, or whether it'll mutate into something more serious, or whether it'll just burn itself out or accelerate if we let down our guard and big groups of people start ganging together. I know the Houston churches have, some pastors have challenged the not to gather, and they're running. They want to continue to run their big church services and things. So let's see, Sergio. Hello, Rosie. Good morning. Would like to know how it's currently on the COVID-19. It's up and down. Thank you, Sonny. It's up and down. There's some good news that gets reported, and there's some difficult news that we're losing people. There was an Italian author that evidently was well loved about his picture book of piling high a bowl of spaghetti. I can't think of his name, who died. One of my favorite singers, John Prine, is very, very ill. He did, sang duets with Iris DeMint, In Spite of Ourselves, and he did Paradise and some others. I think great, great songwriter. He's in very serious condition. We're losing some epic people out here. Hey, Emerald, how are you? I said, what the hell are you doing? He said, having a wank. Yeah, Gavin is so good looking. We do whatever he said. He has been looking real good. He was looking a little ragged when he was in San Francisco. He's looking a bit more gubernatorial. And I have to say, for being somebody that does not like Governor Gavin Newsom, I have admired the quiet. He's not out there every day yakking and things. Now, the mayor of New York is under much more pressure, of course, than the governor, Mayor de Blasio and Governor Cuomo. But I'm very happy that California was one of the first places to enact a distancing and sort of a shelter in place. So it seems to have been paying off. Will it continue? I don't know. When the weather gets warm, it's going to be tough. How you doing, Sandy? Yeah, depression stinks. Need warmer sunshine. I had some folks talk about recovery. Do you think there might be U or B? I think, Paul, I want to try to be upbeat, and I want to try to be happy. But the little things inside of me gnaw at me when I see the massive number of furloughs and things in retailing and restauranting. It's impossible to have a V-shaped recovery. That means we have a sharp down and then a sharp up. I don't see that. I see maybe a hockey stick, a slow climb or something like that. But people have been affected emotionally, traumatized. A lot of people have been caught short. They live paycheck to paycheck. They're reassessing their lives and thinking, my God, I had no social safety net. Here, thank God they're cobbling something together in Washington, or I'd really be up a pole. So, and that gets us to June, and then we don't know what the heck happens beyond that. So it's we're pushing we're pushing either the day of joy or the day of reckoning out to the future, whichever way. Flip a coin. on that. Thank you, thank you. I got a fever for more cowbell. Hey Timothy, how are you? Yeah, we're getting it's gonna hit me when the sun comes out. I'm gonna try to do some outdoor, um, you know, some chooches from outside when it gets sunny. Oh, I can't wait. I was looking at the weather. They're gonna expecting 80 degrees and sunny in Vegas this week. Ah, I feel like just running down the strip naked in Las Vegas if there wasn't the virus. Are there travel restrictions on the highways in California? I'm on it. No, there are not. And hello, Tammy, my world in OKC. Nice to see you. Governor Wolf in Pennsylvania is doing good. I read a lot of newspapers. Philadelphia Inquirer, Cleveland Plain Dealer, Chicago Tribune. Tons and tons of newspapers to try to get a feel. Houston, Phoenix, just zillions. Denver, try to get a feel. Yeah, I don't watch Dr. Pimple Popper, so I don't like when 45 said business well, could be different. Oh, no, this didn't sound good. I didn't like when 45 said businesses will be different, could be different owners. I'm not sure. Workout is a strong because your enzymes eat virus when you yeah. When my house is, I like to watch the show orders, then I don't feel so bad. I do. I watch the Beverly Hillbillies early episodes when they were still in the cabin in back in Bonaparte, Tennessee. That makes me feel good. Walking is great. I'm doing 4 miles a day. Hey Deb, how are you? Now, out in the bed, hey, Emily, I do observe some things that people are still knotting together, especially I notice young guys that are 14 to 30-year-old age group. They're still in big clusters of just goofing around and, uh, uh, hanging around park picnic tables, even though there's, barriers up to enter the parks. And I guess they just think that if you can't see it, you don't have to worry about it. So thanks so much. The sun will be going a bit north of you. I haven't seen any travel restrictions. The thing is, just get where you're going and stay cooped up. Do your exercise, do your walks, do your chooching, do what you want. Just maintain social distancing. They're not requiring people to be in quarantine 24/7 here. They're actually encouraging people to get out and to do essential shopping, but also make sure you're getting exercise and fresh air. Wow, it's cold here. Expecting 20 centimeters of snow. How you doing, hipster? Teens hanging out in big groups too. Yeah, I'm just, and I feel like saying something to them, but then I'm in their face. If I yell from far away, they're look, hey, where's that guy yelling from? Who's the guy yelling at it? Hello. Really? uh, yeah, the immune system is gets active. I think it's important to get exercise all the time and push back. It just helps to replenish your cells. I'm staying home every day, but Mondays hand out food to seniors. Glove and mask. I'll be glad when this is over. Yes, absolutely. I'll be glad. We all will. We don't know how it's going to play out. Nor does the biggest virus expert in the United States, people that you would want to listen to from Johns Hopkins University to study this stiff stuff and make a lifetime out of it. We don't know if it's going to mutate. We don't know if it's just going to go away in the heat of summer. We don't know if it'll winter over in the southern hemisphere and then come back up into the northern hemisphere again. We don't know, right? We have no idea where this thing is going. But I can tell you one thing. How you doing, Sandy? It has shocked people, and it's going to have long-term repercussions because it's something that's never happened before in this nation. As I was talking about the other day, yes, we had the pandemic of Spanish flu, but guess what? People worked right through it because they were fighting a world war. They didn't have a lot of choice. Either go to your job and just die hanging over your machinery, or just survive and see it through. There wasn't a lot of choice. Oh, good. Making some garden boxes for my back deck. Be careful. Make sure that your deck can support that. We had a tragic case here 2 years ago of there was kind of a party house, and they had like 50 or 100 teenagers jammed onto the deck, and the whole deck collapsed. And I don't know if somebody got killed or there was some very serious injuries. Make sure that your deck can support that weight. Okay, make very sure. Bella Rose, haven't been getting notifications. I don't know what to tell you, honey. Just that I'm usually on around this time of night for an hour or two. So, it's nice to see you though, Bella Rose. Hope you're staying safe there. Imagine Bella Rose being at home all this time. Her house must just literally shine. When I went to visit her out in the outskirts of the great city of Buffalo, and I looked at her place pulling up, it looked like somebody got down on the ground with a pair of small scissors and carefully cut along the walkway around the planter beds. There wasn't a weed to be seen. There was nothing there at all. Let's see. As virus spreads so fast, exactly. No, with that, that's what I say. Nobody knows what happened, but so take care of yourself. Maintain that social distancing. What's worrisome to me is personally is when I see stories like that choir group in Washington State. Now they had known that they knew about social distancing, and they voted. Should we have a choir? Should we do the choir practice or not? I don't know whether 60 people showed up. 2 or 3 of them are dead. There's others that are sick. They weren't touching each other. They weren't hugging, shaking hands. Maybe they were handing out music. I don't know. But now, it could be airborne for a while, and then they did some studies that it could be suspended in the air for hours. Who in the heck knows? Hey, Cheryl, how you doing? I'm running out of things to do at the house. All I'm doing is cleaning the clean. Oh, bad. Polishing the glasses. It was going crazy. You got the Q-tip out in the car now, Bella Rose, cleaning out all the vents and things like that. I'm saving that stuff coming up. I've just been focusing on getting myself informed and help other people with paper pushing things. Okay, I've been checking on Bobby daily and communicating with him and making sure that he is okay. Yeah, I bet you miss your girls and the grandkids. Yeah, Buffalo is an amazing city, and I want to do a lot of exploring. How you doing, Jay Berlin? Nice to see you. They held a second line in New Orleans. Um, what does that mean, honey? They held a line. They line of Coke or on a tray. I mean, that's whenever I hear they held a line. I was thinking back to my old parties when I would see somebody with a silver tray with a couple lines of Coke on it or something. So, hey, Patricia, thank you very much for the inserts. I really appreciate that. Thank you, sweetie. That was so thoughtful of you to send in. Hey, Amy, how you doing? Hey, Janet, here we are in quarantine, and we're going to be for another 30 days. 30 days. So we're feeling good. Thank you, Belle. I can't wait to get back. I'm excited about getting back and exploring that great city of Buffalo, especially all their traditions, and just getting down more into the city and exploring the urban parts of it. I'm not sure how things are going in the whole United States. Or some places where people are naturally more socially distant anyway. The Dakotas, I would imagine, and Montana, where people, except for cities like Helena and Pierre, South Dakota, I would imagine a lot of people are spread out. So it's probably a slow spread up in those kind of places. Thank you, Patricia. They're gonna work out wonderfully because I'm doing 4 miles a day walking now. Back to the users. Sweden have decided not to practice social distancing. I guess it's a vote for herd immunization. Hi, Laura. The line dancing when someone dies to walk down the streets. Oh, okay. All right. They had that in Hong Kong too. They modeled that after New Orleans. They used to have a band, and they'd have the caps on and instruments in Hong Kong, which I thought was one of the weirdest things I ever saw at the North Point Funeral Home down there. So I'm ready to go. We all got to be ready. So I don't know how it's going. I look around the country and I see places like Detroit or zooming up, and it's just the kind of city where it seems like Baltimore is going to be another disaster area. I think Washington, D.C., down in that particular area. I think Miami. It's going to be, I'm going to be interested to see as it warms up and places like the southeast get up to the 80s and 90s. Is it going to knock down is it going to knock it down at all? Or is it going to be, is this virus just laugh at heat and humidity and just roll on? Who knows? My life is the same, other than the lack of, other than the lack of dating. I need to have I need to have a virtual dating service here, right? I need to match them all up. Hey, Teresa. Thank you. I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling good. Been getting plenty of sleep and then keeping myself occupied. I've saved a lot of the cleanup stuff when I really start going out of my mind in a week or so. That's going to really drive me batty. And then I have the shine shack and some other things to do to get ready. People are going to bang pots and pans to demand PPE. Um, um, I don't know. Pittsburgh plate employment. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'd rather bang a date than bang a. Sorry, I couldn't help that one. No problem. No problem, Teresa. Holographic geisha girl. That's right. I'm ready. Yeah, I think we're all ready for some virtual dating. And guys, maybe you'll get lucky on the first date, right? Just close your eyes and just imagine that it's your partner across the virtual reality. I like that. How you doing, G? Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. It's getting spooky out here, though. I'm missing. Hey, HX. There's people missing. I'm not going to name names here. I'm not going to do that. But I've been sending out some. I got a lot of phone numbers, as you know, and a lot of contact information for a lot of people, and I've never disclosed any of that. Never would. But I have been checking on some people that I have not seen and texting and doing some other things. And I'm starting to get a little concerned by the sheer number of numbers that we have on the Boit, which is somewhere between, I would say, 500 and 1,000 people populate the Boit. Maybe 2,000 on the drama community, something like that. Combined, maybe 3,000 people down here in these two communities. And you do the math, and that would mean that 90 people might be in serious trouble. I don't know. And I'm starting to get a little concerned about some people. It's been 5 days. I will mention D-Dub because he has been the center of talk. And I'm not getting any reports from anywhere. People are saying randomly that he showed up and made comments here. I haven't seen any screen saves or screenshots of that. Okay, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Oh, you feel like you're going to end up on an episode of my 600-pound life. I'm actually moving in the other direction on that, but still here. Computer process. Yeah, it's kind of scary. Look at the reduction of activity just on the Boit. Now, I know a lot of people are glued to the TVs, and I figured, okay, that'll pass in a week or two. people will get bored of hearing CNN fight with Fox and Fox with CNN and all that blather of BS and nonsense. And people will return to Boyd. Well, Boyd numbers are, I mean, YouTube numbers are huge. Okay. Record breaking viewership on YouTube. But some of our members have been distinctly AWOL here. So I do hope that they're well. Road to the Ranger in Mesa. Okay. So, your guess is as good as mine. I noticed the amount of uploads has been reduced, and it might just be a sign of the times. People are hunkering down and wanting to do other things. They're worried about their own stuff. Hell of a lot of people have been furloughed and laid off, and people may just not have an appetite for coming on with yuck yucks and chewing the fat and all that kind of crap. Wonder if he's out of work in minutes. Amy, I feel like if that was the case, it would just be a phone call away. I mean, I've regularly lent D money, and you know what? D pays it back. Okay, which is a real rarity on here. And everything that I've ever lent him over the last year and a half has been paid back. So he knows that I'm just a phone call and a PayPal away. So I can't think that Golden State's watching virus movies. I'm not going to watch that. Okay. There's more people, and he was going to do it dirty and did not. Pretty sure that was the 19th. So that's it. That's all I've got. That's all I got to go on. I know domestic violence and things, and I don't want to let my mind go to places that think, whoa, bad encounter on BLM land out in the middle of nowhere, which I dread being out in the middle of nowhere. For me, I would never go along to those places, but it's his cup of tea. And I think to myself, well, I hope, we get some weirdo answers the phone, and RV Debs is the one that had the experience that she relayed to me that's claiming to be President Trump. Telling you, hang up the phone or I'm going to come after you or something. I mean, what the hell? Either the guy's on a hell of a bender, or who in hell knows, left the phone somewhere. I don't know. Remember, we were traveling, Elbow and I, and he found the phone that was somebody left in the bathroom on I-5. I ended up sending it back to the guy. But stuff happens, right? I'm enjoying watching free concert. Yeah, that's good. That's been what's his name, so I don't go as far. Like divorce. Good evening, Cindy. How are you? Sad time. So there's people that are missing. We're in Fortuna having people replant trees in Foresty and Fortuna. Okay, good. Relationships will be tested. Lone for a lot of people that are lonely. Life will go on as it usually did. For other people, it'll be a tough adjustment. I know in China, I do read the South China Morning Post, which is the English language newspaper of Hong Kong. It's been published for 117 years. It's a very renowned newspaper, and they're talking about divorce rates in China are skyrocketing after all of that stuff that they went in. Everyone is live, but everyone love you. How you doing, Eric? Nice to see you. Glad you're staying safe. That's one of my greatest things. Hey, Deb, he was seeing Eric get the hell off the road with Michelle. Okay. All I could think about seeing them gone through Salt Lake and up through Idaho and all these kind of places, man, I hope they don't get sick. Because living in your car, living in a van or something like that is a tough, tough way to go. Please remember those who are not mentally able or stable enough to handle this. They need our thoughts and prayers. Yes, they do, Donna. Yes, they do. Some people's minds will always imagine the worst. Some people will be optimistic, and it'll end up being their undoing. Okay, like the hammer can't fall on them, right? So I could use where it was dangerous to work at Amazon. Hey, Paul Cook, I did see that the guy that organized the The little strike at the Amazon warehouse in Staten Island, New York, was fired today. So, how do you draw the line? Amazon is doing the Lord's work right now, right? I mean, I got people delivering Amazon that are risking their lives, packages and packaging up, shipping stuff out, and people are keeling over in these service centers and these places. And our first post office person was sick here in Santa Rosa, our first postal employee. Make sure you clean your mail when it's coming in. I can understand why some people are frightened about doing that work and they don't want to lose their job because you're not going to get it. It's going to be very hard to get another job right now. So I feel bad about that. I feel really bad. Tried to have a kind of a strike for better working conditions, and it just ended up that I could have predicted it. The guy would be terminated. Now, a lot of people say, hey, it's like the army, you got to get in line. One soldier falls, you put another one in there, right? It's the risks of doing that work. So I think about those people too. I think about the people at the Targets and the Walmarts and the Sam Clubs and the Costco's and the Kroger's and the Safeways and the Piggly Wigglies and the Aldi's and all the other great supermarket chains going in there and risking it all the time with that. You can tell I tend to go the negative concern extreme. I'm always with concern with the out there. You got Rosie. Yeah, that's right, G. A lot of people are straight. You always got me, right? Always count on me to do something dumb. Once in a while, I put up a serious video. Tomorrow will be one. It'll be a serious next round of advice because I think we all know what April shapes up to be. It probably will be the cruelest month in a lot of ways, and we just have to not stick our head in the sand, but prepare accordingly. I can work from home, but waiting to get my turn. My office got is set up good, Dixie. I'm glad. Yeah, low price gasoline. Yay. Watching the oil today. West Texas Intermediate just bouncing above and below $20 a barrel. Amazing. Amazing. They may pay you to put a storage tank in your yard soon. Can you take a couple thousand gallons of crude oil and store it for that? How you doing, Susie? Nice to see you. I don't blame the Amazon walkout. But again, like most things now, there's two sides to that coin. Amazon says they enforce social distancing and they fired this person because he violated the social distancing rules. We know that's probably a bunch of BS, but I'm just saying, if you want your things delivered and you're counting on not going out to grocery stores and shopping, you want Amazon to be there. You want that gray truck to pull up, or you want that post office guy to be the final link to deliver your package. You want that. Unfortunately, a lot of young people, they don't understand the risk. And a lot of people need a job. They need to work. They need to work. Thank you, Dixie. I saw the guy around the corner doing an online yoga class at his business. It's a smart way to do things. The workplace is going to be changed. That's a whole nother topic. The workplace is going to be transformed. The longer this goes on, let me just tell you, my conclusion is I wouldn't want to be selling commercial or leasing commercial real estate, especially in Manhattan, anytime in the future. A lot of big social changes that are going to be years unraveling here. They're going to be very interesting for people to study. We talked about the drive-in, the reemergence of drive-in. They're already reporting that today. What a great time. What's old is new again. So there's things. That's why there's a need for unions and union representation. Yes, and I would agree with that. But We can't allow unions to hold the country hostage. That's why we have the Wartime Production Act that the president put in force, I guess, early last week, where he can literally nationalize an industry or whatever and just force people to work, or else to be jailed. Why bear planes? Why are planes still flying? There's still people flying, Quirky. You can fly. There's still there's still flights going on. Okay. I mean, have you seen the pictures of just somebody taking a random shot with their cell phone camera, looking back at the seats in the plane? They're still flying. Now they might not let you land. You might say, Rosie, I want to go to Hawaii, baby. I want to go to Honolulu, and I want to go with you and put on a teeny weeny Dorito micro bikini and let's hit Waikiki Beach and do a little surfing with the Beach Boys, the Hawaiian Beach Boys. You land in Honolulu, they're like, sorry, park's closed. That's it. They don't want people coming into Hawaii. They don't want you doing your pleasure traveling. Hey, MB, how you doing, sweetie? The doors being shut afterward. The grocery store, right? Like what's experienced down south with the threat of snow? It's insane. $1 million real estate companies are developing ulcers. I wouldn't want to be in commercial real estate. I wouldn't want to be a mall operator. I wouldn't be. How many times have we walked past the Santa Rosa Mall when we're chooching? You already had the Sears that's closed, right? Macy's is furloughed now. Doesn't look like a very happening future for mall tenancy. This is the ultimate dominance of online retailing, the final hurrah. You have to be a pretty special and unique shop, I think, to drive visitors through. Think about the Rosie's Bob's. There you go. Almost private plane. I'm not sure, Golden State. It depends on the flight attendant. Half the time I ever ask for an upgrade, I never asked for first class, but if I could get a bump to business class, half the time they would give it to you, half the time, sorry. Usually because the plane was relatively full. And that's also space available. They don't want to put you next to somebody that's paying $850 for the flight and you mooched along for $220. And you're there like, bring on the chow. Yeah, where's the champagne? Where's my Wall Street Journal? Where are my headphones? Where's my enhanced Bose theater experience movies? Right? Where's my extended leg room and nice table rest here? Yeah, Quirky, of course you can ask a serious question. I may not know the answer. What the heck is happening? I was watching Brent Rivera. I don't know Brent Rivera, so flight attendant is no longer a dream job or a pilot. You better have a passion for flying. That's all I can say. So, I don't know. You there coughing. He doesn't have to know what my ticket costs. Well, he'll wonder, where did you come from, you know? Hey, did you get bumped up from Shitville? We say yes. Yeah, I'm special. You paid 4 times more than I did. Yeah. How you like me now? Miss, you're going to have to go back to, we don't want you taunting. You know, we tried to do you a favor, extend a little courtesy to you, and you had to go. Well, literally, you blew it. Right? You just cackled and made a fool of yourself in front of this full-fare businessman here. And we're going to respectfully ask you now to go back to your original seat. Oh. Have you ever seen squirrel poop? I don't even know what it would look like. I don't know. Hey, monkey boy, how you doing? Just imagine Monkey Boy out there doing locksmithing duty with people breathing on him and doing all that, touching all those surfaces of cars and people locked out. Holy smokes! Holy smokes! Come fly with me, come fly away. Do 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 da do 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 do. Hey, how you doing, Corey? Nice to see you. Uh, I'll tell you, Monkey Boy, you're in the line of fire there, my friend. You're in the line of fire. Don't put your head up too high, okay? Monkey Boy. The Army Rangers didn't do it, man, but that little virus might on those. They get what they want and never get it again. Yeah, I bet it's crazy out there. When the last time I saw Monkey Boy when I left Vegas, he's like, people are going insane out here. They're so consumed with this situation. They're locking their keys. They're locking themselves out of their house. And of course, at that moment, we're trying to get D back in his van. It's like, it's like, it's like, really? Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Unbelievable. I know it won't be the first time. Hey, how you doing, Lime Screw? Boy, would I like to social distance with you, huh? Boy, would I like that. Somebody wrote me again yesterday. Are you and Missy Jen socially distanced? I said, don't worry. Missy Jen's been socially distancing from me for for a long time. No worries. She is safe, so no worries whatsoever on that front. Hey, Jace, welcome aboard to you. So it's getting spooky out there. I don't know. I've compiled a list. I'm not going to release the names, but I'm just saying there's certain people I'm checking on that have been kind of fixtures in my chat that I'm not seeing, and I don't know whether it's because they're working double shifts. Now we got a lot of people that are nurses that are in my on my subscriber list. I know that to be a fact. I know that they're probably working their behinds off. So we'll see. I've reached out and done. I've not heard not heard jack shit from D Dubs. Now I could be, yeah, it has me horny. It's worth dying. It's worth dying at this point. Oh, Doug. Here you go, Corey. Remember, your safest sex partner is yourself. That's what they told me. Via a famous sex expert on the pages of the New York Times. Okay, how you doing, Sean? Spirits better be on the list. There's a few people on the list. Hey, Rouge, how you doing? I'm doing good. Everybody's doing well here. Everybody is doing a-okay. Downtown Nashville is dead. Not one Western dressing tours, cowboys anywhere. Town that fascinates me is Vegas. Now Wednesday's going to be the big parade. I don't know how it's going to come off. I don't know what they're going to do. I probably go crazy. I don't know if the mayor of Las Vegas, Goodman, is going to jump off a building. I mean, she's got to be vitally concerned about, are they really going to shelter for another month in Las Vegas? It's going to be really difficult. Yeah, another day. Yeah, John Prine. Now, what is there? Is there new news? John Prine. I announced I saw that yesterday. I hope he didn't pass away. Yeah, he's in critical condition. His wife recovered. Good Lord, I hope he passed. I hope he gets through it okay. Oh, you ever notice relationship experts are single? Yes. Those that can do, those that can't teach, right? Let's be real. If you're good at relationships, you don't have to seek out relationship advice. And it's usually, I hate to say it, somebody that has left a path of mangled relationships behind them that therefore classifies them to be a certified relationship expert, right? So just remember what The coach Charlie Ekman in Baltimore used to say on sports radio, "Well, an expert is anybody from out of town." Yeah, yeah, yeah. How you doing, Sugar Cane? Yeah, any parades right now would be the longest in history. I don't know if I don't know how they're going to do it. Do you really want people crowding on the uh, strip watching this? They're going to go all the way down to Fremont Street and all through there. I mean, I don't know. I don't want it to be shades of the parade in October 1918 or whatever when they had the war bond parade in Philadelphia, and then a week later people were dropping like flies till the month of October. 11,000 people died in Philadelphia. So you don't want that kind of scene. So I'm hoping they're just going to televise it and people can watch it on TV. Oh, they're bleeding. They're bleeding. They're absolutely bleeding. So, yeah, Monkey, but I don't know if they're supposed to go or not. I mean, you live in Henderson down there. You tell me. Do they really want to encourage people to come down and stand butt cheek to butt cheek down on, the Miracle Mall shops or up at the Flamingo and up near Circus Circus? I don't think so. 420 is canceled in Denver, so parade's going to be passed for a while. We need a giant rosy balloon in the next Macy's parade. You better hope there is a next Macy's parade, Tara. They just furloughed 150,000 people today, honey. I don't know who's going to blow up the balloons. I guess with my big tatas, that'd be a hell of a sight floating down on Herald Square there. Sending you all the love. Hey, Blackhearted, how are you? I think it's stupid and not safe. I think it's a great idea. I think that they should tell people, Monkey Boy, look, number one, it starts too early. It doesn't even get dark till, what, 8 o'clock? They're starting at 5:15 assembling or something like that. Lighted cars and things. I tell people nobody's going to be allowed on the streets except if you're in the parade or have a vehicle. And then I would just have television cameras out there, just passing from cameraman to cameraman, cutting back and forth with a host or hostess. Let some of those sexy showgirls be out there and just do it that way in the safety of people's homes. Let's see. No, the strip. Hey, Rory, how you doing, sweetie? And for the record, no. I wrote to Kat several times over the last week or so, and she doesn't even return my messages. So no, she hasn't repaid a dime of what she borrowed to me. So I'll just let it go at that. So no, I haven't heard anything from Dee, and nor has anybody else heard anything. Yes, Macy's was struggling. They're all struggling with. They're late to the party of online sales and things like that. Hey, Deb. And I personally know somebody that's an executive at Macy's. And when I saw his car the other day, his family's vehicle, a Honda minivan, and the side was smashed in, this guy would never let that thing go unrepaired. And it's been about 2 months or so, and it's still sitting unrepaired out there. So I know. What happened to Lieutenant Dan? I don't know. The boys are down my time. Okay, take care, Corey. Nice to see you. Yeah, so we're in on the D watch. There's limits to what we can do. I wish I had more contact information. Vegas would be lucky if we do come back. It's bleeding dry. I can't wait to see those resort fees roll off. I'm going to come live the second the first announcement's made by MGM or Boyd or Wynn or Las Vegas Sands Group that we're doing away with resort fees. I'm going live. Boom, there it is. Okay. It's going to be a whole new ball game. You're welcome, Crazy Head. No one's ever really does. I think he's okay recovering from that curse. Well, Deb, you and I have exchanged messages regarding that, and I just hope he's not out on a bender somewhere. So, doing that. Um, Tastes like cigarette. John Prine has passed. I don't. Who knows? Who knows him? Unless I see it myself from an authoritative news source. Let's see. I love John Prine. No, he is stable. He's still around. He's not passed on. All right. 3 hours ago, he was stable. So, just bought the Rants 2238B. Nice unit. Can you imagine how tight the slot must be when Vegas reopens? It's like you're not gonna. They'll have to put. They'll have to put fake bells in, like ding, like somebody ran and hit a jackpot, and people, oh, so they're winning money, right? It's just coming through the speaker system at the housing will get cheap. Maybe so, crazy head, maybe so. But I think that rent will be very cheap too, and I think that you'll be able to get places for a song. And always an advocate, unless it's almost a giveaway price, and that's a different story. Spend 14 down another on. Will FEMA help distribute food and water? I guess that they would, Virginia. One this pops out. They grow. Yeah, that's right. So we keep trolling, man. You're a very weak troll. You think that hotel in Vegas will want it? Yeah, they're all gonna want it. Some of them are on very, very shaky ground, and you never know. They might end up being Section 8 housing. Some of the hotels. You just never know, right? Yeah, John Prine. Yeah, I love John Prine. I haven't seen Mouse Toes, right? They stabbed a man on the. I haven't heard the whole story before I pay. I just thought thought rock and roll. Who was it that wrote the song "I Love Rock and Roll"? He passed away. Okay. Yeah, John Prine. I hope he's a survivor. I'd like to see him do a duet again with Iris DeMint. Right, in spite of ourselves. Like that. That's what I like. Yes, you do need help. You do need help, Day. Let's see. So what else? It's been a good month, and thank you. I wanted to reach out and say thank you to you guys. Uh, it's sad that in the midst of all this stuff, of course, YouTube has been doing very well, and for me personally, it's been an incredible month of March, and I want to thank you for your viewership on the chooches and on the uploads that come in, and also the Rosie Murphy channel has effectively doubled over the month of March. It's been a very exciting month, so I want to thank you for watching, being part of that. There's much more going up on that channel. People seem much more interested in thoughts of the economy and what's going on in the future, and thank you guys for that. Let's see. Cinnamon says National Guard are giving out 50-pound food boxes, 1,700 cars in Pennsylvania on their Twitter. Good, good, good. We have to be careful of food. Thank you, Tammy. It's been great. It's been wonderful. I've been really, really happy with that. That people are tuning in and watching. So I'm happy about that. And the other thing I read today, where NORAD has people in there until the virus goes. They said it may take months, or it could take that scary years. Well, think about this crazy head. There's people on submarines in the United States Navy submarine service that aren't surfacing. Okay. Now remember, a well-equipped submarine can stay under for about a year. All right. So I hope these guys got their sun lamps down there. It might be a long time before they come up again. Uh, I don't know who baby Dave is. We pray for all people healing. I hate being quarantined. I miss my. I bet you did, Tommy. Not that you ever have a lover. Come on over, serving God. The only good thing about this month of March again. Oh, thank you, Emily, and thank you for the kind message that you sent. If they're f bombing, just give them the boot, Tammy. You got the wrench, honey. Just kaboom. That's what you got it for. Good night, Deb. Mr. Z. Yeah, I think Mr. Z is fine. Rosie, if you have almost 400 viewers, why is the side chat's moving like a mofo, Ribbit? Your choices have been one of the joys of this month. Stay tuned this week. You're gonna get another big one coming up. That is going to be. I think it's going to be a heck of a day. It's going to be a heck of a day. It's going to be. It's going to be a day one, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Yellow Submarine. You're the poetry man. Again, yeah, we all live in a yellow submarine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, subs don't have screen doors, so they probably got. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Captain Morris here. As you may be aware, our news feed, there is a situation on land. And accordingly, and in compliance with Regulation Navy Section 242 of the Navy Manual, in times of distress, we shall stay submerged for up to potentially a year. So, I'm hanging in, Fettis. How are you doing? How are you holding up? Are you holding up okay? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cupcake styling, profiling, and dialyzing. That's it. That's what I like to hear. We always have a good time. We don't have any trolls in here, Cajun Cab. They're subscribers. They're not trolls. Man, they're here enjoying the show. Trolls don't come here. Cold turkey's got me on the run. Got me on the run. My submarine would be lime green with crushed velvet seats. I'd like to have a nice stainless steel one. I wonder if the bartender from Love Boat works in the sub. Hey, Isaac, your bartender. Love, exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you, and love won't hurt anymore. La da dee, da da dee, the Love Boat. So, any fishing? I don't dare go fishing. The charter boats are suspended. All of that stuff here. Why are California virus numbers so low? Are they testing, or is it not in California? Because almost from day one, the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, was right on the front end of telling people to shelter. So we have had people basically longer than almost anywhere else in the United States that have been sheltering. So the numbers have been manageable. Now LA is starting to slip away. Okay, starting to slip away. So I don't think there's undercounting. There just isn't that much going on. There, so yeah, I think people have stayed home. Gopher was slamming all them women on DL. I'm not sure. Kent. I think I don't know. Gopher didn't look like he had the cojones to be aggressive with the ladies on ship. You know, you know what I'm saying? If you don't ask, you don't get. Right? If you don't ask, you don't get, right? So, you know, ladies these days, they complain because a lot of guys won't be aggressive when it comes to asking a man and things, and they end up having to ask themselves. And I'm just like, man, just ask, get acquainted, get to know. You see somebody you like, talk them up a little bit, chat them up, tell them that you think that they're very attractive. You'd like to get to know them a little better. Gopher was, yeah, I'm sure he was a virgin. Yeah, these days Cinnamon Hot Hot says Doc was a pervert. You can just feel, these days he would be in so much trouble, right? He'd be like the Harvey Weinstein in the cruise industry. Hey Diane, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, hey Isaac Washington, your bartender. Uh, yeah, who would have thought that the cruise industry would be so effed up? That's the whole thing that started it all. I think I was barely at a college when Love Boat started. That whole trend of cruising had been forgotten. Nobody cruised. Nobody went on cruises, and then Princess Cruise Line brought it all back. Yeah, uniquely me says I love aggressive. Right? People got to speak up. Exactly. I used to see that in college. These guys be, oh man, they'd be hanging on the wall, right? One foot up on the wall behind. Yeah. Man, another. This is really beat. This sucks. God, man, these chicks, they're just not friendly. They don't warm up to you. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're a bunch of B word. Yeah, I know. They all stuck up, man. And I'd be like, did you ask any of them to dance? Man, are you kidding, man? You think I'm gonna get shot down? You all be laughing at me. I got shot down. I'll be like, well, here I go. Oh, Thelma, you look so wonderful tonight. May I have this dance? Hey, Buff, how are you? Love American style. That's right. Love American style. That's the nobody could have. Yeah, I remember Charo. I sure remember Charo. Yeah, aggressive. Now they call it. Well, I mean, just to uh, you know, the one who shall not be named had this idea that you don't go up and talk to. They have to come and talk to you. I said it's gonna be a cold winter for you then, bro. You'll freeze to death on the corner waiting for somebody to come up and talk to you. I'm doing great. We're having laughs tonight. We're fighting back. We're punching back. I'm feathering my right and I'm hitting with the left there. That's what we're doing. Oh, muskrat love. People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's the one who. Yeah, Bill Bixby. Harvey's going to be joining Jeffrey soon in Woo Land Purgatory. I hope you like the picture pic. Yeah, I like that high watch. That's cool. I saw your comment today and I couldn't wait. I love that. You got Marilyn Monroe, and Marilyn Monroe will hopefully be back this week when the sun shines. She will be out there in all of her glory talking about life in quarantine and how you are your best lover. I think Charo's still alive. I believe that she is still alive, isn't she? Captain and Tennille, yeah. Um, yeah, some of these people that been around, kicking around a long time. She played a mean guitar, right? Not that anybody ever really looked too much at her guitar. Eh? I'm digging that Three's Company liquor table. Nice taste. Yeah, that's this back here is a 1961 Motorola 21 tube stereo console. It's crippled right now due to an accident on Christmas Eve involving a little bit of drinking and a candle. But it's considered the finest one ever made with a cabinet by Drexel of North Carolina. How you doing, Jinxie? Charo still lives and performs. Yeah. So hi, watch. You're all good. You're looking wonderful, honey. Yeah. So she's not that much older than. Yeah. I don't know where. I don't know if I saw her or not. I don't know. I don't know. I think tonight I'm gonna have a. Charo looks great for 210 years. I'm gonna get a beer. Oh boy. got that Modelo in there. I've been having a very simple dinner. Nice to see you, Jinxie. Remember, General Lee had the Confederate flag and no one gave. Yeah, it was considered cool. Of course, most of us were focused on Catherine Bach's ass and Daisy Dukes. we knew what we were looking. We knew what we tuned in for, right? Yeah, Mr. Rogers. Cheers, everybody. Cheers back. This is Punch Back against Corona, huh? There's controversy about Charizard. Well, that's the way there was always controversy about. I think Zsa Zsa Gabor was 117 years old, and she was saying she was 48 or something. They show old clips of her on the 1951 TV show. That's not me. That's my mother. He taught me to be patient when him stayed on the rancho. That's cool. Yeah, patience is definitely a virtue. All I've been having is I had some thin sliced flank beef that I bought about 10 days ago. I froze some of it and I've just been pulling that, thawing that, and pan frying that and having that with between a couple pieces of toasted bread, and it's been fine. Which brings me to the 30-day challenge. As you see here, I'm wearing a waist trainer here, and I'm going to be attempting, since we're on a house lockdown, so to speak, for 30 days. I'm going to use this as a chance for for doing a little bit of self-improvement. So I'm going to be trying. I got my sweats on. Don't I look beautiful? So I've got that. I got that on. So I'm going to be trying that for 30 days. See if I can make that. That should be kind of fun. I'd like to challenge myself if so the month of April will be all about personal improvement. I might do some exercise videos in here and some other things to get things percolating a little bit. Cause it's springtime, and I like to be getting into shape. So yeah, that's what. Thank you, Tammy. I'm working on that. So Easter's been canceled. They'll never cancel Easter. They'll never take my Easter away. Hello, Tommy. Charo has an Instagram that's up to date. She looks great. That's good. It takes a lot of commitment. It's a lot of, it's uncomfortable. The top of it can scrape like the bottom of your boobs and stuff, so it's not super comfortable. Harvey Weinstein, Harry or Harvey? Is that your cousin Harry, or are we talking about Harvey the Hands Weinstein? Who are we talking about? Any tips or exercise a lot? That's my tip. I'm going to be trying to walk 4 miles a day, every day. Doing a lot of workout. I might do floor workouts with you guys here, and we shall see. They may be on the McNamara channel, for a little bit of workout fun. We'll see. Yeah, Bernadette Peters. I loved her. She's good. I like Bernadette Peters. She's one hot Sicilian, babe. One hot Siciliano. Harry's the brother. Okay. No egg rolling on the White House. I thought it was so weird. Just when all the news was about Melania Trump overseeing the new tennis courts at the White House, all hell broke loose with the Corona here, which was pretty weird. Show the fruit. I've showed the fruit trees there, Virginia. Keep fit, Jinxie. I got to be ready for action, honey. Summer's coming. Hey, when they ring that bell, boom! We're off to Vegas, baby. Kaboom! Yeah, R-rated workout. That's it. I wear yoga pants. I'm a hot Siciliano too. There you go, Quirky. There you go. Wink, wink. Why in the hell not? Yeah, Marcia and Greg Brady. Uh, old Greg was. Greg, what are you doing at the door there? You're not spying on. Are you spying? I'm going to call the police. You know what? I'm going to have you arrested. For you, you little perv. Did you ever fix the hanging wire on the side of the shop? Which hanging wire? I'm on it. There's so many things hanging down. I need action. Tonight's satisfaction. All that kind of started this whole mess. I'm not sure which wire. So that's what I'm going to be doing, the 30-day improvement program. I'm going to try to get into tip-top shape and do a lot of bikini vids on the McNamara channel over there, and enjoy working out and seeing what I can do for the month. But I'm not sure which wire was hanging down in the shop. I got all that stuff I got to clean up. That elbows crap is out there. He left the ladder on his to get up to the second level of his bunk and all. I got deep six all of that crap back there. Peter beat the skin off of his little Peter, I'll bet. That was just a weird house. The wire on the driveway side. Oh, you mean all that cable? I think I got that stuff cinched up. Yeah, that was excess cabling for the internet and things. The Streamlabs have been working beautifully. Have you guys noticed? I haven't cut off in 4 days. Woo! It's unbelievable. Woo! I can think of better things to use for a lubricant than applesauce, okay? Cousin Oliver. That's like the Waltons when they tried to bring in that goofy housekeeper later on. I don't know what the story was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Poor man in the house, Sammy Jackson. I'm doing my month shape up for you, honey. 30 days to glory. 30 days to get into tip-top Marine Corps shape for you. So when they open that cruise industry again, honey, we're on the Lido deck. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams. Woo! With the great Sammy Jacks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mr. Brady loved Alice too much. That's a hard one to gum down right there. Alice is working Greg late night. You can use mayo for lube. I'm not sure if I want to put mayonnaise on my tender bits. I don't know. Cousin Oliver was the death rattle. That was it. Just like the housekeeper on the Waltons was the death rattle of that show. Hey Angus, how are you? Yeah. It's been a pretty good day. We're holding in there. I mean, people are doing okay considering the time. Let's party on a cruise ship. I'll bet, honey. I was watching your final. They were hovering over you for your birthday and everything. That was great. That was great. Take Sammy's little hand. And then, da 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 da. Icy hot would not be a good lube. I would agree with that. Yeah, Oliver was the Brady's jump the shark. I mean, that was tough, but I don't know. The Waltons, Johnny, you remember the old, not old, but the woman came to be a housekeeper, and it was it was a mess, man. The old lady, the grandma died, grandpop had died hugging a tree or something. Jim Bob was prisoner of the Japanese. Yeah, there was a. I like that. I like that saying though, the death rattle. I love that. The death rattle. Yeah, Archie's place. That was kind of the death rattle too of that whole thing. Uh, replica ship is ready to launch. Wow, it's pretty weird. Perfect timing too. Oh, Walona. She was a good-looking woman, man. She could sing too. Just looking out of the window, watching the asphalt grow, thinking how it all looks hand me down. Keeping our head above water, watching the asphalt grow. Temporary layoffs, good time. Easy credit rip-offs, good time. Ain't we lucky we got 'em? Ooh, 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 good times, yeah. She was one good-looking woman. Of course, JJ's sister, how in the hell you get a brother that's 100 pounds, 6 feet 3 inches tall, and the sister's stacked, built like a brick shit house, right? It's like, what the hell, you know? I mean, she was packing the heater, you know. Yeah, the lady who played Walona wrote the theme song to the Jeffersons. Yep. Friends, when they started dating each other, that was the death rattle. Yeah. I like that Golden State. Yeah, she was beautiful. Young Janet Jackson on there too. I sure remember her, Cheryl. Young Janet Jackson. Yeah. She was very cute. Very cute. I don't know what J.J. Walker, I think, is still on the uh, comedy club circuit. I think he still does appearances and things. Yeah, Thelma. And her daughter was named Penny, right? John Amos, I liked him. Boy, what you doing? It's all right, Dad. I got no problem. Trust me, it'll all work out. Junior, it better work out, son. Pop, don't get all bent out of shape. Yeah. Killed off Edith. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bookman or Buffalo Butt. Yeah, that was it. Judy Jetson was hot too. Yeah, she was. No, that was the one with rerun was What's Happening. That was the name of that show. Hey Raj, how you doing? Always thought rerun was a little, you know, how you doing, Raj? I don't know. Word is Laverne and Shirley were bumping fishy parts. I never got anything out of Bookman. Nothing. How you doing, Gypsy Mom? Nice to see you. Bookman didn't do anything for me. It was amazing though. They never had to get outside of that apartment to do the show. You talk about cheap sets like the Jeffersons. They had a dry cleaning store and a living room, and that was about it. That was a whole set. I like Bugs Bunny's girlfriend. Gilligan's Island. What's happening, Raj? Hey, Rerun. How you doing? I was probably half the lady Edith was. What's happening? I miss the old TV shows. There you go, Sammy. That rerun, yeah, he's not. He'd be like a regular guy by today's standards. Laverne and Shirley didn't like each other in real life. I think a lot of these stars that work together didn't like each other. You know, legendary Vivian Vance and William Frawley hated each other's guts. Uh, you know, William Demarest and William William Frawley on My Three Sons. The guy was drunk half the time. He wouldn't want to come back after lunchtime. They had to haul him back to the set. You know, hey Bill, it's time to get back to the set. Go fuck you. I'm still drinking. He'd have like a 5 scotch lunch to pull him back. Private Benjamin was absolutely adorable. I loved her. Sammy Jacks. I'm a bit older than you are, honey. I remember Goldie Hawn was cute in Butterflies Are Free, which was about Donnie Dark. That was a pretty well, I think that was in the late 60s or early 70s. Butterflies Are Free. Strap on. Fred Sanford. Oh, Fred, you fish-eyed fool. Yo, heathen, you. Let me tell you, Fred Sanford, I'm gonna knock that smile off your mouth, face. She used to do a hell of a nightclub. LaWanda Page, man, she used to do a hell of a nightclub back. You old fish-eyed fool. uh, yeah, Lewis and Martin. Yeah. What you talking about, Willis? That's it. Yeah. Love that. Yeah, old Grady. Yeah, you're a little bit older than me, not my Sammy. Sammy knows how to make me feel good. So Sammy, what do you think about the cruise industry, honey? Is it going to be the same? Is it going to be the same again? Uh, Goldie fucked over the blind guy. I don't know. The mother was so overbearing in that, Hugo. Richard Thomas and Michael Learned, yeah. Asked, you so ugly, I'd stick your face in the cookie dough and make some gorilla cookies. Why, Fred Sanford, yo, heathen you, I'd slap you upside your head. Grady, are you drinking again? Yeah, Esther, I'm all right. I'll slap you another fish-eyed fool. Who didn't love Aunt Esther? She was great. She was great. mm. And old Grady, I think cruises are screwed for a while. I think, yeah. I think a lot of things are. I think a lot of things are. Sammy, we're just gonna have to lay low. I hope you're okay to weather the storm, sweetie pie. I hope you're, punching. You can always be the queen of the rancho, right? Like the Big Valley, dun 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 dun, do 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 do. Sammy, do you see Sammy in a cowboy hat out there? Daisy Dukes and those little half boots out there. Oh man, I'm supposed to go again. I'm gonna cruise for a while. Kind of scared if they allowed. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Elizabeth, it's the big one. Do you remember Blue Jean Network and Night Flight? I don't remember that. Going to restaurants is screwed. Going to Vegas is screwed. Going to all that screwed. Yeah. Mr. Drummond liked to play the priest too. I have an emergency escape trailer. That's cool. All roads lead to the rancho, Sammy. I'm gonna keep people employed here. Be putting in that 30 amp service in the back. Get a dump station in. Woo! Yeah, emergency rescue. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh. Station 51. See the man. 1 Adam 12. Good stock. Rose shot up 332%. Yeah, I'd hate to take a cruise and not be able to get off. Yeah. I saw Squad 51 and it looked really old. Yeah, Dr. Emmett Brackett. My son loved the train like on the Rail Fan Weekend. I hope it happens this year. I hope it does too. We got a lot of, we just don't know. We gotta be optimistic. That's the thing. But we gotta be smart too. We can't be stupid. We can't put our head in the ground. And we gotta prepare for April. It's very important that we prepare for April. Do you all know that Mr. Drummond lives next door to Bob? If he moved into the city, interesting. Yeah, Nurse Dixie, she was all right, huh? WKRP had a pair too. Yeah, Lonnie Anderson. Sing Handsome Roberts correction. I know Opiami. I'm just too lazy to change it. I have a 6 by 12 trailer. We'll probably get it ready to move into. There you go, Sammy. 6 by 12. All right, my girl. I'm not a doctor in real life, but I play one on TV. Yeah, I'd like to play one on TV. Packing my coins so far. I have 300 bucks for rent. There you go, Gypsy. Trailer for sale or rent. Rooms to let for 50 cents. Doo-doo. Man, oh man, that means by no means king of the road. I know every scar on every train. Do 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 do. Dixie gave me a boner, huh? Uh, I think Raquel Welch always had that honor with me. Yeah, John Gage, that was it. Raquel Welch was guaranteed. Bing, 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 bing. Ah, Lord. Oh, man. Certified. Mother, Jugs, and Speed. Yeah, I play guitar. Yeah. I doodle around the banjo. I play a little piano. Um, well, I don't know about a lot of talents. I just goof around a little bit. Yeah, she still is. I just goof around a little bit, Sammy. I sort of just play rhythm guitar. Uh, yeah, Handsome Robert could make a gay man straight for a night. Yes, she could. She was good old Raquel Tejada. She was a hottie. Yeah, Gypsy, we see you, honey. We got you on the radar. Beep, 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 beep. Oh man, this thing is tight. Oh, this training. Oh man, Doctor will be having to smoke while. Yeah, but discussing Johnny Gage. Yeah, you really don't see that much. I think what were they talking about? New York City was thinking about suspending the sale of cigarettes. Rosie, can I ask if there's anything you can't do? There's a lot of things I can't do. Just look at it this way. I put up the things I can do on YouTube, so that should give you a clue. That's right, Sean. You mess around with the banjo. I Guitar would be my first. I always had a dream of taking banjo. I try to self-teach myself things, and I always liked the sound of the banjo. Um, the hell's his name? The famous banjo. Oh, I can't think of it now. Earl Scruggs. Yeah, I could swim to Hawaii if she had to. I'm looking forward to trying surfing on going back to. I'm looking forward to going back to Hawaii to Waikiki again and taking you guys along. That would be epic fun. Raquel Wilson with the music guys from Midnight Express. Yeah, Giorgio Moroder. You should. I know I should. I may start smoking again. One video poolside. Long ago, Rosie played it. Boom, boom. Yeah, I play. If I see a piano around, I sit down and play it. Well, I don't know about looking cool. It makes me, you get a little. Some days you just feel like you got the weight of the world on you. You click on the news and it's like, man, really? It's like overwhelming. That's why I say you got to find comedies to watch. You got to find an antidote to this stuff. You've got to find ways to fight back against these. Just this flow of news is awful. I'm actually looking at flights now to Waikiki. That's cool. Yeah, Well, Sammy, stay tuned, honey. Maybe we'll fly out together, honey. We'll be the. I'll put you in gold, and I'll be in silver. How about that? I'll let you know, Holly. It's very uncomfortable. The first 24 hours. I will let you know. It's got me all puffed out here and up here. You can see how dressed I am for shelter. Uh, you don't smoke, you're just a sucker. That's me. Debbie and Francis. You got to know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. I'd have to watch my way. All vices. That's what I'm saying, Hugo. All vices are acceptable. Yeah, Sammy. Good night, Quirky. Yeah, don't be watching Contagion and all these things. Oh man, it's mind-boggling to me. Those things. So.
China's opening up their wet fish markets now.
Yeah, they're trying to make a statement over there. I hope they're not shooting themselves in the foot because funeral homes are still getting massive deliveries of urns every day. I mean, China wouldn't massage the news, would they? Oh, brother. What do you mean, what happened? What happened, what, Patricia? When I was in Redondo, an old man after me free was traveling with my sweetest couple of nice talker. That's nice. Yeah, the virus moved. Watch a Western. Watch High Plains Drifter. There you go. Trains your stomach to stay sucked in. No, it trains your waist pulls your waist in, so you have more defined curvy figure. Oh, okay, I'm on it. I figure if I start, it was easy enough for me to stop. I don't think it's any. It would have to be really tough, though. It'd have to be a moment of supreme weakness. So let me check my mail. Seem okay. All right. Oh, no, it's called a waist trainer. It has little clips up and down here, and what you do is you cinch it into place. It has two rows: a starter row and then a second row. No, the virus isn't all wiped out in China. Certainly not. Put the word out for 1 million soldiers to report to duty last Friday. I have no idea why that would happen, Patricia. It's kooky to me. That's for very sure. I hope it doesn't. It doesn't. They just start at one level and then you work and you start at 2 hours a day and then 4 hours and then you build up from there. The last time normal was close to normal was 1960. I tried Arnold's stomach. That got in that slim waist for baby. I'm not working sitting too long. I like to work hard. Good, Holly. Good night, Monkey Boy. Good night to you. Good to see you. I believe, yeah, I think I'm going to pop it down myself now, guys. I got a few things I've got to do for tomorrow. But thank you for being on tonight. We had a lot of fun. Please make sure to watch tomorrow morning's. Choose some of my thoughts on April. I like to be optimistic, but I got to be realistic a little bit too, and some things to do to prepare yourself for arguably what could be one of the most trying months for news flow in the history of this nation and the world. So I want to thank you for being on tonight, and I will see you all tomorrow. They tell me the sun is going to shine. And if you haven't hit that thumbs up button, please take a second before you leave, like a lightning bolt. Hit that thumbs up button for me and make sure you have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you to my wonderful moderators and friends. And Patricia, thank you once again for your wonderful courtesy. And Craig, too. So thank you, thank you, thank you.